Hi everyone, my name is Shelly and I'm the founder of Lightkeeper. It has been around 4 months since quarantine. Hope everyone is doing well and find a way to balance their life. But aside from the COVID-19 pandemic alone, we also faced other challenges in society. And one of that was the ICE rule Trump administration announced a few days ago. So today, in this brief episode, Flora and I have researched an organized timeline covering the basic information about the international student ban. So if you're interested, keep watching. The international student ban, or so-called new announcement from Immigration and Customs Enforcement, was a partial reversal to the original student and exchange visitor program issued by the U.S. Department of Homeland Security. The new ICE requires international students to leave the United States if their universities or colleges employ full online learning in the fall in response to COVID-19. The ban would deport thousands of students who stayed in the U.S. with legitimate visas to their home countries if their schools don't require in-person meetings for classes. Although it seems practical and fair, the ban is based on the false presumption that all students have the same resources in their home countries. However, many students rely on the free Wi-Fi of school campuses, and going home would mean losing internet connection. For countries like China, where foreign networks are banned, it's even more difficult to gain access to classes and resources from the United States. International students whose schools provide only online learning must transfer to school with in-person instruction to remain in the country lawfully. International students were disappointed by the U.S. government's nonchalant attitude and the lack of consideration of the student situation. Meanwhile, starting from July the 8th, MIT and Harvard filed lawsuits against the Trump administration, arguing the ban violated the Administrative Procedure Act and called this ban a financial shock. The lawsuit is backed by many other prestigious universities, including Stanford, USC, and UC. USC announced it would offer international students the option of enrolling in in-person class for free, such as a PE class, whereas many others in Berkeley proposed to have a specific in-person class designed to keep these students from deportation. As of July the 13th, a group of states asked the federal court to block ICE rules. A total of 18 attorneys filed lawsuits against the ICE directive. The Trump administration didn't react to the lawsuit immediately. Instead, 8 days later, in the morning of July the 14th, they just withdrew the policy and dropped the plan of ICE. Surprise! To be honest, Trump is like a joke. In 2015, he actually had a Twitter that read, "Foreign students should not be thrown out of our country." Yet, just 5 years later, the Trump administration issued a policy that bans them from staying in the nation. Not to mention that the pandemic is not only imposing risks on the health of students physically, but also mentally when the ban is issued. The Trump administration also risks undermining the economy. International students in the U.S. contributed nearly $41 billion to the national economy in the 2018 to 2019 academic year, according to NAFSA. It's both confusing and ignorant for the Trump administration to contradict earlier announcements and pose a huge threat to both the U.S. economy and international students' education. So that was all for today's video. Was it helpful in any way? Well, fortunately, with the alliance between universities and generous people, the ban was removed in just 8 days, but the combat toward inequality has not ended. In the end, we hope that everyone could be treated fairly and kindly, and that is a society that we are working towards. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.